Kazuma experienced a major defeat for the first time in his life in an area where he had never lost before. Not in something relevant like magic or melee combat, but in rock, paper, scissors. And I'm not just talking about the world of Konosuba. Even as a child in Japan, Kazuma had never lost a single game of rock, paper, scissors. It was his one true advantage that he could always rely on, and it failed him, against none other than the thief girl Chris. Chris, the thief girl who tracks down magical items in the name of the goddess Eris, who is always well informed about what Kazuma has discussed with Eris, and vice versa. Chris has the same hair color and hairstyle as Eris, with the only difference being her bust size. To get to the point I wanted to make, spoiler alert, if you haven't noticed by now, yes, Chris is nothing other than the avatar of the goddess Eris. And because Eris is a goddess of luck, Chris, as her avatar, is the only person in the world of Konosuba who has more luck than Kazuma. The rock, paper, scissors scene clearly showed who is really behind Chris. This also explains why Chris was able to respond to Kazuma's praise of Eris. He thanked the goddess of luck that the thief he had been waiting for finally appeared, and Chris briefly reacted and sensed a presence. Because Chris is actually Eris, but acts in her worldly body, she couldn't directly see who had just thanked her and instead thought she was just imagining things. This is a pretty nice detail when you consider that she's usually used to perceiving such thanks from the world of gods. But now, being in a human body, it makes sense that she would think it's just her reflexes pointing towards something that she wouldn't normally perceive with great intensity as Chris, since a human body would likely not be able to sense the prayer completely. As I said, it's a pretty cool detail, and knowing that Chris is Eris makes re-watching Konosuba even funnier when you consider how Kazuma behaves towards Chris versus how he behaves towards Eris. This also gives deeper insight into Chris's, or rather Eris's, character. But perhaps more on that plot point at the end of the 3rd season of Konosuba. Okay, bye.